So continuing to field questions for USMLE, I received a DM. Student wants to stay anonymous. He's 4 months out from the step one, and he's been getting about 30% in his UWorld blocks. He's freaking the fuck out. He wants to know what he should do, how he's going to get his UWorld percentages up. I will address this question. Before we get started, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Help grow this channel. Share with one of your friends who's prepping for USMLE. Help bring awareness to this channel. Hit the like button. Hit the bell if you want notifications. Find me on Instagram at Mehlman_medical, MEHLMAN_medical. Link is down below. Find us on Telegram. Recently created a Telegram group and Telegram channel. Links are down below. Now let me address the fucking question from this student who is getting shite percentages of about 30% in UWorld and is about 4 months out from the exam. And how are you going to get the scores up? What are you going to do? Okay, so firstly, there's so many angles to approach this in the sense that we would have to talk about your study history and how many hours per day you can study and your learning style as far as are you visual, auditory, or just textual. But I think attempting to give more of an umbrella / broad answer, and we need to get your percentages up. Firstly, I would say 40 questions per day in UWorld is appropriate when your percentages are below 40% correct. Okay, so I will never recommend more than 80 questions per day, but I think that when your percentages are so low that you're far from passing, speculation is about if you're getting, in order to pass step one, you need to be getting bare minimum 50 to 55% correct in UWorld. Okay, so if you're down in the 40s and especially down around 30, if you're at 30% and you're far from being able to pass the step one, we need to just build your foundation up. So I'd say about 40 questions per day in UWorld at the moment. And also I want you to remediate using my PDFs, okay? So you're going to do 40 questions per day in UWorld. We want you doing questions, absolutely. And then after you get through those 40 questions, you read the explanations the best you can. I would say you should be investing minimum 6 hours per day into those 40 questions. And then in the evenings, I want you to go through my subject-specific PDFs that are for free on my website. They're better than first aid, okay? And you can annotate from UWorld into my PDFs. You get a cardio question, for example, you can annotate into my cardio PDFs. Okay, just write directly into the PDF. Students been printing them out, very effective, okay? So also I want to address the point that students have seen me discuss in my YouTube clips the importance of doing NBMEs 20 through 30 prior to your step one, and that's especially important in the final couple months. You being at 4 months out from your exam, you're still in a buffer period where you need to really be hammering out Qbank between 4 months out and 2 months out especially. And as I said, annotating into my PDFs, reading my PDFs in the evening after you've finished your question sets of 40. I ask you to be patient in terms of attempting to see a score augmentation. You're not going to automatically be getting 47% up from 30% in your blocks next week, okay? We have to be patient. Just continue doing questions in tutor mode, random. That's actually an important point to make, okay? And I should make other clips on this, but tutor mode random, especially when your percentages are very low. You're going to feel like you don't know anything regardless, but in order to retain information in the macro for your step one in 4 months, you should be doing things in random mode, not subject specific. If you do things in subject specific, you're going to have a very transient retention of the material where for like a few days, you're going to feel like your GI or your hem-onc are really good. And then it'll be fleeting, evanescent. Okay, so there's a lot we can discuss. I'm going to keep this clip concise, but to get your percentages up, I want you doing 40 questions per day in UWorld right now. Invest minimum 6 hours into the 40 questions. Read everything. Just attempt to retain the information the best you can. Don't convert into Anki cards. It's a waste of fucking time. And then annotate into my free high-yield PDFs and also read my PDFs in the evening. And by about 2 months out, we'll transition you more into the NBME material, and we'll still have a baseline, a small baseline of UWorld potentially. That's up for discussion, okay? It's not cookie cutter for every student, but for at least for the next 2 months, focus on UWorld, 40 per day in my PDFs, okay? And we hope to see those percentages just gradually go up. Okay, just drop comments if you have questions about your specific prep. I'll address them the best I can. If you like my stuff, subscribe to my channel. And I appreciate your time. That's it.